Howdy everyone, Starcy here, and today we'll be looking at OVIVO for the PS4, also available on Xbox One and Nintendo Switch. OVIVO is a platformer game with a focus on black and white. We start off with a very simple menu screen, which is not surprising because this game is going for a simplistic style, which is black and white colors. Getting into the game, it's a very interesting concept. You drop in as a black ball on a white background, but because of gravity, you won't be able to climb slopes, so you'll have to switch to the white ball on the black backgrounds, but that can't go down surfaces. It's a balance that requires you to constantly switch between the two to progress, and it's a nice take on flipping gravity. Of course, at first glance, while it may seem that way, it's not all smooth sailing from point A to point B just by manipulating gravity. There are plenty of ways you can die, such as falling down, or up a pit into the abyss by hitting sharp edges, or even from moving objects. There are white and black dots as well as story symbols throughout each level you can collect, sometimes easy to get to, sometimes out of the way of the main path. Once you reach the end of a level, it'll zoom out and you'll get to see everything as a whole, seeing that each level is actually a neat design. Afterwards, you'll see that levels are selectable via a wheel that shows all the symbols you've collected as well. Once you've completed that set, it'll expand and show more levels. Complete those and it'll expand even further, with there being a total of 9. By the time you reach the final set, things will get pretty challenging. I just want to say that I love the puzzles though. Well, the whole game is sort of a puzzle since you have to know when to be black or white and how to use momentum. Oh yeah, momentum is a thing and it works very well. It reminds me of back when I played a lot of Portal and Portal 2, and the momentum in them was just so satisfying, and flying in and out of portals, building that speed to fly through one and shoot out the other. Well, this game has managed to perfectly capture the same satisfaction with momentum. You'll sometimes have to change color to drop down, immediately change back, and you'll be rewarded with a nice big jump between surfaces. I found myself plenty of times having to keep trying apart to avoid an obstacle, and it's very satisfying when you finally figure it out. The game is very easy to learn, but gets more challenging as you progress. Again, the final set really tests your patience, both figuratively and in some cases literally. Well, there was one particular part I got stuck at for a real good while that just irritated me, and it was only an optional part for getting a dot and symbol. Now that I've talked about gameplay, I'd like to briefly comment on music before I get to my final thoughts. The music is quite nice, and given how the overall game is abstract, it complements that very well. Also, a personal note, to me, the faint instrumental of that third level gave me a Life is Strange vibe and reminded me of its pause music. The game has its fair mix of more calm beats to more energetic ones, with some being a mix of both. In the end, I really like this game. It took the gravitational concept, added an obscure but unique design to it that's really interesting, complemented that with a tone-setting soundtrack, and the most important factor to any game, fun. It started off easy enough and then started to challenge me more and more, especially since I went for collecting everything for that platinum trophy, which it took time, but I eventually got it. This was a lot of fun to play, even if I did get a bit frustrated on the last level. Also look, interactive credits. Anyway, that's it for this review. If you want the game yourself, it's available on the PlayStation Store for $7, as well as the eShop in Xbox Marketplace, but if you buy it at the time of this video, it's actually on sale for $6.29 looking at the eShop. I'd like to thank Sometimes You for sending me a review key. This is Starcy on the Game Clips channel, and I'm out.